Hello, happy World Water Day, everyone. It's truly an honor to come together with all of you to pay our respects to water on this special day. And we dedicated this ceremony today to all water and also to Dr. Masaru Emoto for his water wisdom. Hello, everyone. I'm Lindsay, water researcher, international Hado instructor, and founder at Water Peace Project. And today I'm joined by our two advisors at Water Peace Project and special guests. We have my Hado sister, Dr. Kumunga Andrahanetti, and Kumunga is the founder at CALM, which stands for the Center for Advanced Learning of Mindfulness. And we also have special guest Hiro Emoto from IHM and Office Masaru Emoto. Hiro is a Hado teacher. He's also Dr. Emoto's son, and he carries on his legacy. So thank you both and welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both. And we're all super excited to be here today. We're conducting a series of global water crystal experiments, starting with this ceremony today for World Water Day. And so the sample that you see is actually two water samples merged into one. So one sample is sitting on Hiro's desk, and the other sample is the water sample in the lab that is being measured by a special water sensor. So the sample on the desk will be photographed for water crystals, and the one in the lab is being measured for subtle changes. So during this whole experiment and water ceremony, please focus your attention to the sample for 30 minutes. And so, as you may know, Water Peace Project was founded in the loving memory of Dr. Masaru Emoto, and our mission is to inspire and educate the importance of water for peace. And so Dr. Emoto was our beloved teacher, her friend, our father, an emissary for water and peace. And his life mission and dedication was teaching the power of consciousness through water for the purpose of peace. And Dr. Emoto was a phenomenological researcher documenting his observations with his water crystal photography experiments and demonstrating the power of human consciousness and how we're related to water on a deep level. So he truly was a pioneer in water crystal photography, which clearly demonstrates the water memory theory. And so Dr. Emoto had traveled the world holding water ceremonies for peace, spreading love and gratitude, and we all worked alongside of him, supporting his effort and his global peace tours. And he visited more than 30 countries spreading the messages around water. So Dr. Emoto's work has inspired us along our water journey on this water planet. And Dr. Emoto's work has united us each with our hearts and minds. And so together we are eternally grateful. And I just wanted to share one of the most important lessons I learned from him, and his main theory was that water is a mirror. Or in scientific terms, I put together a little sentence that I think best describes this phenomenon, is that water is a transducer. It has the natural ability to record, store, and transmit wave information. And so water reflects the Hado, or the vibrations, from one molecule to the next within our vibrating universe. And on the atomic level, its basis is human consciousness. So, and resonance is where all of our power is, right? When it comes to water, it means respect, authenticity, and truth. These vibrations create resonance. These are natural resonant vibrations. And through the power of resonance, this is where we get our natural power to heal ourselves, to heal each other, to heal the planet. And so that was actually one of the first lessons that Dr. Emoto taught me. It was the first day I met him. Within almost the first hour, he pulled the tuning forks right out of his bag, actually right out of coming from the airport. But, it was the most powerful lesson. And it's through resonance that we're able to come together with others that are like us today, like how we are coming together today. So, and it was actually because of Dr. Emoto that I first met Kumunga in 2010. We both became certified Hado instructors at the same time in Kumamoto, Japan. And then shortly after that, Dr. Emoto had appointed Kumunga and I directors at Emoto Peace Project, and then Kumunga went on to receive her PhD in mindfulness, and her focus was on how water affects our mind. And then she founded CALM, and I went on to found Water Peace Project. So we invited Hiro today because he carries on his father's legacy, and today we have dedicated this water ceremony to all water, but we're dedicating it to Dr. Emoto too, and all his wonderful work and water wisdom that he brought to our consciousness, especially with his water crystal photography. So to Dr. Emoto on Water Day, we're actually going to conduct these 8 water crystal experiments. So 4 experiments will be with just the 3 of us in a closed setting, and then 4 will be global with all of you joining, participating. And so the first one will, with all of you joining, is today, World Water Day. And then we will have Earth Day, and we're going to also do Dr. Emoto's birthday, like for Global Love and Gratitude Day, and International Peace Day. So simultaneously, we are measuring this water with the special sensors. So as you see, the image that you're looking at is 2 images merged together. So let's keep directing our attention. And, our research was actually recently published. And so I know Dr. Emoto would be really happy we are conducting these experiments, especially for everyone, can participate in for free. So Hiro Chan, our sincere love and gratitude for you joining us today in this special ceremony and these water crystal experiments dedicated to honor your father's wisdom. And also, if you could just share with us what that means to you, and also, with everyone joining for these special water crystal photography experiments. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for, inviting me to such a wonderful event on the World Water Day. My father, first he used the water as a healing medium to give a huddle session to people with using huddle device. The device can imprint information to the water, and then he give a session to the people to heal them, to solve a lot of different problems. So that's the start he had, and then he demonstrated the healing power of water. Water can heal the people because water can carry the information. So we are 70% water. So if we rely the right information in the water of your body, then your energy will be more activated. So that's what my father has been doing. And, his huddle, the therapeutic method spread out. But of course, it's something you cannot see. So, it's something new. Well, that was like 30 years ago. So a lot of people, thought it's not real, and, they became skeptical about. So he needed to, prove that water can memorize the information. Then he came up with the idea of freezing the water and giving the information to the water, and using a microscope to observe the water inside. Actually, when he was reading about the book about the snowflake crystal, so and he thought water, snow, it's basically the same water. So water also should have crystals inside. So if we, give the information to the water, then if the crystal information changes, and then he can prove that water can memorize the information. Then he started to do that experiment. So that was like 25 years ago, and at that time, well, there was a staff. He was a scientist. So he was advised to do the water crystal experiment. But of course, nobody accomplished that, before. And then he was even not sure if he could do that, because he never learned about that in his university, and he was a scientist. But my father, Dr. Emoto's passion really, won over that. And he encouraged him like every day, yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that, with the sake. And so the staff there started to believe that, okay, we can do that. So after 3 months of trials, succeeded. First water crystal image was born. So then after that, it was easy for them to, produce the water crystals. So then, we published a book about the water crystals, and we did a different experiment. And, we, of course, give her information to the water. And first, Dr. Emoto thought it is a good idea to play the music to the water, because music is, it's vibrations, and it can probably tell easier. So he did experiment with the music, and he play a lot of different music to the water and freeze it and observe. Then water crystals changed dramatically. So from the beautiful music, the beautiful water crystal, noisy music, not so kind of destructive crystal. So it depends on the music, the water crystal changes. So he convicted that water really can memorize the information. Then he started to do other experiments, like sending a prayer to the water, writing the words to the water. Then water changed dramatically, depends on the information that they're given. So water really can be affected by different things, even prayers, emotion, different information. And then if you think about water, we are 70% water. Earth is 70% water. Even in the air, there's water. So, of course, if you want to affect the water around you, you want to affect it positively with the positive information. So I think that's Dr. Emoto, it's really basic idea. It's very easy to understand, even for children. So I think with this water crystal photography, we can tell people the importance of positive words, positive vibration, positive prayer. And so I'm very thankful for Lindsay and Kumanga for taking over the work Dr. Emoto was doing and spread this to the people around the world. And so I'm so happy to join the ceremony today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Hiro-chan. Thank you, Lindsay. Hiro-chan, it's actually an honor that you've joined us. I see Dr. Emoto's photograph behind you, so really feeling the presence.
Yes.
Yeah. So Dr. Emoto really changed my path. My PhD work, he was the main influence for me to start my PhD, because I read his book just in the middle of my master's thesis. I don't know if I shared this with you. So that's how I was really interested in finding out more about Dr. Emoto's work, and particularly how information can influence water. So, and because I come from a Buddhist background, and we use the healing power of our words into water, the blessing of our words into water, and we drink the blessed water. The monks would bless the water. So that's a very common thing that in our culture that we practice. So this water crystal next to me is actually blessed water by His Holiness Dalai Lama back in 2015. So he blew into water. That's something that the monks do, when they bless the water. So it's very, so I had that understanding, but Dr. Emoto showed us what happens to water when how it come to alive almost. So so then I started my PhD doing all this research about water. One day I was meditating and I felt something so strong in my heart. And I went into my emails and then I saw this email because I was on your email list about the Water and Peace Global Forum in Osaka. So that's when I then contacted your office and you replied to me immediately. You were my first point of contact and it was pretty awesome. It was super nice and I wanted to, and I literally had about 14 days to get to Japan. So quite last minute, I had to apply for my visa. I had 10 days to get that, but everything kind of fell into place, for me to be there. So then met you, your mother, Dr. Emoto, during that first visit to Osaka. And when I was so interested in finding out more about the theory, I asked Dr. Emoto, I'd like to learn how to do the photography. And then he said, you have to come and stay with us for a month. So this is when I then came back the same year. So in March 2010, I first came, and then that was my first visit to Japan as well. And then came again, this is where I met Lindsay at the head of school. And I was already in the middle of learning how to do the photography. And, your staff, they were so nice, super nice, everyone in the office. I felt at home. And then, so I learned how to do the photographs. And one of the very first experiments that I did by myself was exposing my love that I had for everyone who had helped me to be there. Because without them, I wouldn't be there. And when I was underneath that microscope, I still remember watching this heart crystal appear. And I almost forgot to photograph it, because I was so mesmerized by it. And then I realized, oops, I better capture this. And then, but I had about 1.5 minutes when it was slowly arising. That kind of, basically any doubt that I had about this effect of our thoughts, feelings, emotions, our consciousness on water vanished. I felt so much gratitude towards Dr. Emoto for giving us this opportunity to be able to experience this, because that really changed my life and my mind and the way I was thinking about water and everything else.
Kumi, thank you so much for sharing that amazing experience.
It was amazing.
Us coming together to do these experiments, it really means a lot, to see and witness this, phenomenon and experience that, And so, but before we begin the ceremony, I just wanted to share one other thing was about existence is vibration. That was something that Dr. Emoto taught about how existence is vibration. And when we separate things into the smallest parts, that we enter a strange world where everything is particles and waves. And basically that means everything's creating a sound. And as that sound is created, there is a master listener. So to receive that sound, and that is water. So that is really important. It's exactly what Kamunga's witnessed. It's exactly what Dr. Emoto witnessed with his work, is how, what we put our intentions in is creating the world around us. So with these ideas in mind, let's begin the water ceremony now. And we'll begin when I sound the crystal ball. And Kamunga will share a guided meditation. And Hiro will lead the grand invocation in Japanese. And together we will share the Ho'oponopono prayer. So, please follow along by repeating after. And during the ceremony, if you can connect to your sincere heart and direct your feelings of love and gratitude to the water sample. So let's begin.
So to begin our water crystal meditation, first of all, let's take a long deep breath. It's connecting with our breath, connecting with our body, feeling the place that we are sitting in, especially connecting with our heart, the water sample that is by Hiro-chan right now. And one of the most beautiful water crystals that Dr. Emoto told us, the most beautiful one is actually the water exposed to our feeling of love and gratitude. So let's visualize that in our heart center, a beautiful golden color water crystal begin to appear with this feeling of deep love and gratitude. And it's kind of beginning from a very kind of a dark space, but it's beautifully emanating, the light is emanating out as it's growing into its fully formed water crystal shape that you saw earlier on our images on our screen. So just visualize this, maybe it's six-sided water crystal, beautifully creating and becoming bigger and bigger. And it's almost now the size of our body. It's emanating out from our body. And we are sitting in this beautiful love and gratitude golden water crystal, bathing in love and gratitude. Once again, let's take a long deep breath. A long deep breath out. And again connecting with our heart to the water sample in front of Hiro-chan. And again becoming aware of this beautiful golden color water crystal that we are sitting in. And now from our body, it's further expanding. The water crystal is growing out into it's as big as our room now. Our entire room is bathing in this golden light. The feeling of love and gratitude is overwhelming almost. And it's expanding out into the office or the house that we are in. Blessing anybody that is in the household right now or in the office if you're watching this from your office. And the water crystal is going even further out into taking whichever country that you're in. And it's growing even further out into taking the entire our Mother Earth. Now our entire Mother Earth is beautifully, completely bathing in this feeling of love and gratitude. Our oceans, the waterfalls, the rivers. All beings, including animals, our pets, all sentient beings, our forests, and now this water crystal is expanding even further out into taking in the entire universe. So even visualize, go beyond our earth, visualize that perhaps we are in space and our earth is like a little shining star out there in the space. And there are so many stars But this darkness in space is illuminated by this beautiful golden color, love and gratitude crystal. Entire universe is bathing in it. And now the water crystal is dissolving, starting from the outside of the water crystal. So it's dissolving now back into Mother Earth, and it's dissolving back into our country and back into our home. And the water crystal is now dissolving to take in our body. And it is now becoming small, and it's sitting beautifully, shining bright, shining light in our heart center. And let it completely now dissolve into emptiness. And let's rest in this for a few seconds. Now let's take a long deep breath one more time. A long deep breath out. Moving our fingers and toes, we can gently begin to open our eyes.
Okay, so now I do the ground invocation. Yeah, I briefly explain about the ground invocation. This prayer chant was created by Dr. Emoto's teacher, Dr. Shioya, who was a medical doctor and also teacher of Kototama, Kototama meaning spirits of words. So the meaning of in English is the eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create the world of true and grand harmony. So this is prayer words for world peace. And Dr. Emoto chanted this grand invocation every time he had a ceremony everywhere in the world. And the vibration of the grand invocation has the ability to change the energy of water positively. So after the ceremony, there are many miracles happened. And the one very memorable miracle was that when Dr. Emoto gave her water blessing ceremony at the Lake Biwa in year 1999. Lake Biwa is the biggest lake in Japan. And then that time, Dr. Shioya was there too. So we had a group of 200 people gathered in the morning. And then Dr. Shioya chanted the grand invocation, and we followed him. Then after the ceremony, one good thing happened. There are lots of bad smell from the lake at that time. And then a lot of complaints actually from residents were sent to the municipal at that time. But after the ceremony, there are no complaints, and because there are no bad odors from the lake, and there was even a newspaper. It says it's strange. There's no bad smells in Lake Biwa this year, so everybody wondered why. But Dr. Emoto thought yes, because it is our pure positive prayer words that worked out and, you know, gave a positive nice energy to the water there. Then it was cleansed. So that's what Dr. Mott conducted. I mean, that's what the Dr. Motto thought. So yeah, this was very has a amazing positive healing power. So it is good to say to the world and also inside water inside of your body. So let's speak 3 times and you can follow me. Okay, let me start. 宇宙の
宇宙の
無限の
無限の
力が
力が
コリコって
コリコって
誠の
誠の
大和の
大和の
御代が
御代が
なりなった。
なりなった。
Okay. 宇宙の無限の
宇宙の無限の
力がコリコって
力がコリコって
誠の大和の
誠の大和の
御代がなりなった。
御代がなりなった。
Okay, so last one. You can go longer. 宇宙の無限の力がコリコって
宇宙の無限の力がコリコって
誠の大和の御代がなりなった。
誠の大和の御代がなりなった。And so now we will do the Ho'oponopono prayer. And this is a powerful prayer for clearing. It's 4 simple sentences. It's actually a Hawaiian prayer that Dr. Emoto used at all of his ceremonies. So you can just follow along. We'll repeat it 3 times. Water, I am sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, thank you.
Water, thank you.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, thank you.
Water, thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, thank you.
Water, thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I
Water,
love you.
I love
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
you. Sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water,
Water, please forgive me.
Water, thank you.
Water, thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water,
Water,
I love you.
I love you.
So, this concludes our water ceremony on our very special World Water Day for this year. And so please take these blessings wherever you go and share it with anybody that you come across, including Mother Nature. And we are all water, like Hiro-chan said earlier, and we can, when we all come together, we share this peace and harmony. The main message of Dr. Emoto is this, in my opinion, that the most important thing is that we live in peace and harmony. So let's all of us share this message of water, the message of Dr. Emoto. So I'm going to hand over to Lindsay-san.
Thank you, Kumi. And Hiro, it really means a lot for you joining us. And
Thank you.
it was really, really amazing. And I just wanted to bring attention. I know Kamunga mentioned about the photograph behind her. But I wanted to share the image that's behind me, which is, it's such a cute smiley face. I don't know if this, but this actually, Crystal, was it was from the Hado school. Actually, it was the last Hado school that your father was at.
Mm.
It was the Hado school that they first allowed, brought in water crystal photography into that. So that was a fun year. And actually, this image was taken by Hado instructor Mel Zilger. So cute, with her smiley face. And Mel actually happens to be my mom. So what a reflection that is. And actually, yesterday was her birthday. So
Oh, happy birthday.
we love you. And this image is really, honestly, a spitting image of her because she lights up and she's so giggly. But anyway, I wanted to thank you both, for your support at Water Peace Project. It really means a lot to me, and for your resonance and authenticity. Both of you, Hiro and Kamunga, you're both, real. It means a lot to me to share that with you. And for carrying on your father's important work. Because of your father, we were inspired to do what we did. We were inspired to hold our monthly water ceremony we've been doing for almost a decade now, and also to found Water Peace Project, just to keep rippling his messages, to continue inspiring other initiatives around the world. So, Dr. Emoto believed that water holds all the answers, and through the power of water, together, we can begin to live in peace and harmony. So I agree with you, Kamunga. So if everyone can stay tuned and follow us, we're going to feature the water crystal exhibit and a soundscaped meditation after this, dedicated to Dr. Emoto. And, for those of you who are interested in the science behind these experiments, we have a scientific discussion about our published research. We have a special guest. It'll be with our research team and a special guest, which is Dean Radin from Noetic Sciences. And we're going to discuss the current consciousness and water research, which Hiro, he did a triple blind study with water crystals, experiment with your dad a while back. So this is exciting. So he's going to talk about that. And also next month, we're going to be celebrating our Mother Earth. So please, we're going to repeat this series for everybody who's been joining us for this past 11 days. Have been amazing global love and gratitude event series. We've had ceremony and meditations every day for 11 days. So we're going to do that next month, starting with April 11th, which is our monthly water ceremony and experiment we've been doing. And we have honorary guest, Chief Spiritual Elder Daniel Eagle Warrior Ramos with Wachi Clan Mother Alda Glover. So this will be really exciting with them. And followed by a series of Aquasai experiments from April 12th to 21st. We have daily water meditations, water fasting, and our monthly full moon experiment. But last and not least, please join us next month on Earth Day for April 22nd. This will be our second water crystal experiment together. So there's a lot going on. You can just go to waterpeaceproject.org and find the schedule. And anyone can participate in these experiments. They're all free. Everything we're offering that's what water is about. All it really takes is your sincere heart. So if you join us in resonance, we really appreciate. Thank you, love and thanks, Hiro-chan, Kumi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Arigato.
Thank you. We see you next month. Thank you so much, everyone. See you later. Bye. Thank you.